Many people may know of Hot Springs, Arkansas, as the childhood home of our 42nd president, Bill Clinton. But how many know it was also home to the government's animal behavioral science testing during World War II? It's true. From that testing spun Clowers Zoo. Come on by sometime and watch a raccoon play basketball. Shoo.
You can tell him how many times you want him to make it, and he'll make it that many times.
Go, boy, go. Where's 1,
2, 3, 4, 5.
That, to me, to get an animal to do that, I couldn't even get my wife to do that.
I like the rabbit. Because he could play the piano. That's cool.
Old MacDonald, that's his favorite song. He knows it. Could you play it? I think that's it.
This is so much better than a real zoo because you get to get up close and personal with the animals, and they're smart, and they do tricks, and it's just definitely worth the show.
We're here in Hot Springs, Arkansas, and we're at the Clowers Zoo with IQ. My history of it is more or less it goes back to when 1973, I guess, they sent me to the zoo to learn showmanship and learn how to give the shows. Whenever you naturally, when you pick one up, you hold him upside down. When you put him back down, they always wave. It's just a natural thing that I've learned over the years. At that time, I was working with animal behavior here in Hot Springs at Animal Behavior Enterprise. That was a company formed by Keller Breland and his wife, Marion Breland, which grew into the biggest training corporation in the world. They were training stuff for the government. Some of them were dolphins, and they could train them to find the mines in the water, go down and find submarines. And we trained birds to fly and actually take pictures through windows, doing espionage. And all that stuff started at the other end of Hot Springs, right out here. In 1955, they opened the IQ Zoo here in Hot Springs. And at that time, it was to show the world what all he could train, so he could bring people here and let them see what all he could train, from barnyard animals to whatever. Our little chick's gonna come out here, little Chickie Sosa, and she'll hit the home run and then run all the bases and then slide in down here for the grand slam. Now, boy, here she comes. Let's see how good she's gonna be. And there's a homer, and there she goes around all the bases. Here she comes, sliding in for another little home run, and I'll give her a little treat. They all got to get paid whenever they do this.
This is Chickie Mantle. She's hitting home runs every day up here at the zoo. And it used to be the show was something serious, the psychology part of it. But as the animals messed up, people laughed, so we started throwing that into the shows. And it made it a little more interesting, funny, more comical.
This is the only chicken alive that can do this. Watch this. I trained her. I trained her myself. All right, Dixie, run and jump. Run, girl, run. Boy, show them how you can jump.
Run like the wind, Dixie.
Jump, Dixie, jump. No, don't dance. Don't be dancing. Hop. Like that. Hop. See, they're looking at you now. Chicken nuggets. There, boy, yay!
On a chicken, if we get them young enough, 6 months, train a chicken, a rabbit, they're probably the hardest to train. The raccoon, probably a month. They're one of the more intelligent animals. The parrot, it caught on in about 2 weeks, so it's probably the smartest.
Get on your bike, boy. Show them how you can ride. Get right on that bike. Go, go. All right, boy, he's doing good, isn't he? Try it again. He's got to learn to go really fast. He's pretty good, isn't he? Riding that bike. I've had people come up and look and go, oh my God, this is sick. This is sick. I've never seen nothing like this in my life. And those people they got problems. They need to go get help themselves, because these things, they're just normal animals. That's all they are. And I think they can't explain it, and it scares them. They can't explain how the animal's doing this. But it's just psychology. That's all it is. What we're trying to do today is teach him how to add and subtract. So now you get to tell him a problem.
5 minus 2.
Can you tell us? What is that answer?
1, 2, 3.
Perfect. All right. Boy, the rack is pretty good, isn't he? That's the secret. No, he's trained to watch your eyes. And whenever you give him the signal, you tell him to play basketball, he'll go play basketball. As long as you look at him, he'll keep looking at you with his eyes and making eye contact, he'll keep playing basketball. The people are amazed and thinking he's really doing this, and he really counts. Of course, y'all thought he did too, didn't you? I think we're gonna have problems. I'll tell y'all what he's wanting. I promised him I'd let him pick out his favorite Fruit Loop.
Mr. Clowers is definitely a legend in my mind because of what he's done with the animals, you know, and he's brought it a long ways from even since he took over. It's good family-oriented show because there's a lot of shows it's not. You go to places and there's a lot of cussing and a lot of bad words. This way you can take your family and they can enjoy it. Oh, I'll be back, yeah, I'll be back, yeah.
Now what we gotta do is we gotta teach him when we shoot him that he'll die. Bang! Nope, your head's supposed to go ahead. Hey, give me my hand. He did all right, didn't he?
The chicken, the raccoon, the rabbit.
I mean, there's a lot of history here. There's a lot of people all over the United States come here just to see this show.
There's nowhere else in the world you can go and see this. It doesn't exist anywhere else except right here in Hot Springs at the zoo. Could you wiggle your toes at them and say goodbye? Well, one more. One more wiggle there. One more big wiggle. All right, give me my hand.
Next on Liars and Legends.
We are at Graceland 2 in Holly Springs, Mississippi, right?